You guys submitted a ton of screenshots of interesting spots in Hearthstone Battlegrounds that may have stumped you. So in this video, I'll just be going over all of them. If you like this format, I'll be happy to turn it into a series, so just let me know in the comments. Hope you enjoy. Yeah, so let's just get into it. This Discord is not my Discord, but it is called Competitive Battlegrounds, the Discord that a lot of Battleground players just come together and talk about strategies and stuff. A lot of people also posted what's the play in like kind of a forum format. Let's just look through them. So the first screenshot, the question is more pirates or level? So looks like he has Scalwag, double Rip Snarl. He's Elise, pretty good opener. Plus 5 to level. So level hero power is definitely a good line here, but remember the golden rule of thumb in these early turns is just don't buy trash. This 2-5 pirate with the double Rip Snarl captain definitely does not qualify as trash, and this 2-3 gift pilfer, it's also fine because it's a pirate. So I think level hero power, if your shop is bad here, but because your shop is actually really decent, you're just double buy. The next spot, info non the screenshot, opponent is Hogger with 5 pirates on tier 4. Don't think that's entirely relevant, but let's see. What is he asking here? Is he asking whether to level or not? What am I looking to do? He has Innkeeper Stein. I'm like for sure looking to level here because 30 HP, probably not taking 15, pretty solid board. Like it's pretty important that you have a full board while leveling because like if you stay down, you're just going to be replacing decent units with like slightly better units. So for instance, you'll be replacing Kaboombot with like Ice Fisher or whatever. Like Ice Fisher is fine. If you stay down, you definitely want to buy this Ice Fisher. I personally would just level and start buying 6-drops. Like I would buy a 6-drop as soon as possible. I'd buy a 6-drop this turn probably. So I'll just level roll, coin 3 times, buy the best unit. You can hit Atrocity, you can hit basically any directional card. I mean, you can even buy a 5-drop. I don't think leveling is that bad with the Ice Fisher in shop because Ice Fisher is a really good card. With the economy, leveling and buying a 6-drop is probably what I would do. And also you can always use Rendell to steal a 6-drop as well. Pretty hard spot though. Alright, next up. Is there such a thing as too many front drakes? So it looks like he hero powered a front drake, and I actually do like hero powering a front drake given that it's a non-mech lobby, because it turns out mechs is like the biggest counter to dragons because dragons have high attack, low HP shields, which just gets destroyed by deflect bot, foe reaper, stuff like that. So dragons can never be mechs. Dragons can kind of be every other tribe. I mean, maybe it struggles in undead too, but mechs are much more prevalent than undead. So I like hero powering the front drake here. As far as the second and third front drake go, you definitely don't buy them because first of all, like what is your turns gonna look like? Like you buy Apple's front drake and your next turn is just really awkward. Like it does not make sense at all gold wise. Second of all, front drake turn 1 is really good. Front drake turns 2 starts to fall off dramatically because you get your second dragon on turn 7 instead of turn 6, so you have to keep your 1/1 dragon on turn 7, which is like very hard to do. Yeah, I do not value a turn 2 front drake highly at all, which means you just level and play normal. The next spot is Omu, 5/5 piggy, insane. Level coin turn 2, and this is his shop. What to do in this situation? The Skyfin pair is not that interesting to me because as far as I'm concerned, it's just a pair of 2/4s and it's not consistently going to get scaled up. So as far as I am concerned, the Skyfin is a below average unit. However, Bedrock turn 3 is a very above average unit, and Kaboombot is also a pretty above average tempo unit. So next turn, I'm definitely looking to buy the 2 high quality units as opposed to a low quality pair. This would of course change if you had either Twilight Emissary or Parched Wanderer in shop. In that case, I would value the Skyfins much more highly, but as it stands now, just buy the consistently high tempo units or high value unit in the case of Bedrock. So which trinket should I take? Ooh, this one is going to be interesting. So it seems like his board is Greater Alliance Keychain with the Poet setup, pretty nice. As long as you know how to play Alliance Keychain, just keep taunting your biggest unit. They don't have Ramble. It is a no-brainer lobby, so Alliance Keychain is insane already. Definitely going to play into that with the Poet and the Taric. Looking to taunt your biggest unit, sell the rest of your dragons, and yeah. What is the trinket? Now this one's interesting. Immediately, Dreamcatcher is interesting, but also because you have the Alliance keychain already, doesn't seem that good. Immediately, it's not Postcard. Postcard is terrible in a non-cycle comp, and we're already committed to playing Alliance keychain dragons. And how you play Alliance keychain dragon, remember, you just keep taunting your biggest unit, leave a couple of dragons on your board that gets permanently scaled, like Terragosa and Poet. How good is Dreamcatcher here? Let's evaluate Dreamcatcher. So Dreamcatcher would make your Poet 30 attack, your Skyfin 30 attack. I mean, Dreamcatcher is fine to exponentially scale attack, but attack is not that important. Like, I don't think you'll lose on attack eventually. I don't like Dreamcatcher that much just because it costs 7 gold, and it doesn't seem to be doing that much because, like I said, you plan on keeping few dragons on your board. I mean, if you take Dreamcatcher, I guess you can just play 7 dragons. I don't know. I don't like it too much. It's just too expensive. Dragonwing Glider is okay with the brand, but you're kind of stuck on Tavern 4. I don't know. This is very interesting options, but I would end up taking Devour Sticker, and the reasoning is because my game plan from this spot in a no Bramblebush lobby revolves around selling the brand, selling the Phalanx. I really want to devour either the Murloc or the Cord Puller, and then taunt up your biggest unit, which is probably the Cord Puller, and then yeah, just sell these off, because the reason we want to sell these off is because they steal buffs. I mean, this one is a small taunt, which you really don't want with the Lion's Keychain. The Phalanx is small taunt. Taunt up your biggest unit, try to find more Poets, try to find more Terriks, and that's exponential scaling. Hopefully it's enough. I mean, the Trinket selection is very tough for sure. Like, if you took Dragonwing Glider with the brand, I would not be too opposed to that either. Pretty tough. I'll probably take Devour. How do I take advantage of this position? I don't want to fizzle out and end up going 6. It's turn 9, just pick second Trinket. So I guess he's asking, what's the game plan here? So double gold and life ring turn 9 is crazy good. So I would say you're in a pretty damn good spot. It's like guaranteed top 2. I would be looking for Drakari first and foremost. I would be looking for Devour stickers so you can kind of concentrate those stats. And I would be looking for Bramblewitch because Bramblewitch is a great tribe in these kind of menagerie setups that also counts as poison, and that's pretty much it. So I would just stand, because all the cards you need are in Tavern 5, I wouldn't be looking to pivot. 2 gold and life fangs is like too hard to get out of. Don't really see any viable pivot options because you're also just like too poor to pivot. Like, you need gold, you need economy. Roll for Drakari, Bramblewitch, Leroy to hold for the final fight. Devour spell to concentrate stats, and that's kind of the game plan. Pretty guaranteed top 2. Let's take a look. So immediately you have a coin. If you have a way to spend all your gold, you should spend all your gold. So in this case, as long as you're not buying too trash of a unit, you should just double buy. Goose is for sure the best unit out of these, and the second option is between Automaton and Party Elemental. They're both kind of mid. Just pick one. I would probably pick Automaton. I don't think Party has much potential without Bountiful Bedrock turn 3, or like Molten Rock at least. So yeah, I'll just go Goose Automaton. What should I be doing from this position? He has Trigor, he has no pairs, he has Souvenir Stand. Yeah, this position is kind of mediocre. It's not looking great. Level is kind of YOLO. That being said, I don't think the game is playable on 4 because you have like no pairs. And like, what are you rolling for? You're rolling for Trigor or something? More beasts. 27 HP, like you might not take 12. You might still be above cap. Even if you take 15, you might find armor. 27 HP is like on the borderline of acceptable to level here. It's risky to level, but at the same time, average placement wise, you're probably capping yourself on the placements the more you stay down 4 because you just have 0 potential. I would say you just level. If you hit like, I don't know, let's say Nala Trinket, you can pivot that. You really just need a good Trinket. If you hit like, what's that one called? Gilnean Thornrose, you can pivot that. Just level and hope for the best. It's not a very good spot though. I would prefer if the board was stronger. I mean, it's also kind of the issue of playing Patchwork, right? Patchwork has no hero power, so you kind of rely on good shops. Alright, let's take a look at this. Is this an example of not premium or an example of not good enough to level? I guess they're asking if they should level. So Ferrex immediately is pretty premium. Ferrex definitely saves a lot of HP. I like that. I like the coin. I would say you can either coin roll here and use the coin to buy another 3-drop, or just buy the goose or something, or buy the mummy. I would say either play is fine. It's not obvious which one's better, if like mummy is better or roll is better. Personally, I would just store the gold. I'll just go Ferrex, mummy, and coin. And you definitely don't level because the Ferrex is good enough. Ferrex is a pretty good 3-drop. It's just, if it can save HP, it's good enough, right? What's the play? Yeah, this is the dreaded spot when you just level on turn 2 going standard curve and you roll strike over in your next shop with no token. Yeah, this spot is bad. It doesn't happen very often, but I would just roll, hope for a bailout shop, such as maybe 1-cost spell, like Careful Investment plus Pirate. I don't really want to sell the Scalawag because it's a decent Pirate. It's not great, but honestly, I'm convincing myself that 3-on-3 is better. Because 3-on-3 is also like bailout potential, right? Like you might just get really good 3-drops. But also Pirate 3-drops are not that good. I would say roll or level are both fine. And they're both equally bad, but like they're equally the best option. What do you do to unlock my hand? So I am hand locked. He has Macaw, Caretaker, stuff like that. This Buttress Sickle Trinket is not the greatest with Catacomb Crasher Undeads, to be honest. Are these macaws both golden? Honestly, you can't really change your board. Because if you sell the fish, then the caretaker will get sniped and macaw doesn't do anything. Yeah, it's over. I feel like he could have dumped some of these earlier minions sooner, but yeah, I don't think you can do anything. You can't sell the caretaker, you can't sell the fish, you can't sell the A-bomb because it's too big, you can't sell a crasher because it's core, you can't sell the Tice because it's poor. These are also core. I think you just roll with this into the final fight. Yeah, just keep rolling. The way you unboard lock yourself is if you find another caretaker and then you can sell out the fish. But it's the final fight, so should I go Murlocs here? Let's take a look. How do you go Murlocs here? I guess what I want to know is, okay, you definitely don't go Murlocs. Like, that's not a question. You have a single base skill, you have no brand, no anything, you're stuck on Tavern 4, it'll take like 10 years to go Murlocs. The better question is, do you go dragons? Because theoretically what you could do is just, if there's no Bramblewitch, well, it doesn't, I don't know exactly the tribes, but if there's no Bramblewitch, you can easily just taunt up your biggest units. Like, you can triple the False Implicator, taunt it up, and just go dragons, because dragons get permanent stats from the Alliance keychain. But yeah, you definitely don't go Murloc. I mean, he has too much attack in the shop. Bot's not that good. I don't know what his trinket options were, but I could almost guarantee that Alliance keychain was not the correct pick. Let's move on. Lesser Trinket. Okay, I need to see the board. Okay. I was gonna be like, how am I supposed to know this? So it looks like he has a pair of Dragonlings and Front Rakes. Pretty good dragon opener. Immediately, Fellblood Portrait is not the pick here because, you know, no enablers, like no any reason to go demons. Smuggler Portrait is reasonable with a 3/2 dragon shop. Like, going Smuggler Portrait plus 3/2 dragon is kind of a power play. I'm okay with that, but let's see if they're betters. Holy Mallet and Trip Vouchers, right? Holy Mallet and Trip Vouchers. I don't like Holy Mallet in general that much because it's like a mediocre tempo trinket. Doesn't really help you win the game. Trip Vouchers is also fine. Trip Vouchers is actually a pretty good dragon trinket because the greater dragon trinkets are really strong. So it'll be between Smuggler Portrait and Trip Vouchers for me. I think both are fine. If I were to pick, I would probably go Trip Vouchers just because Smuggler Portrait kind of locks you into dragons, whereas Vouchers you can kind of capitalize from a good spot and go like Nala or something, like definitely pivot into something. Kind of want to see what people are saying. So this guy would have picked Whelp Smuggler, this guy would have picked Voucher. I'd go Vouchers because the greater dragon trinkets. Both are fine. I think I prefer Voucher. Which hero? Trash, 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 trash. So Ozumat is always trash. Onyxia is always trash. Vandar is not always trash. Vandar is a good in like a token lobby, which is Beast and Undead are in. And Ragtoggle is actually not that trash in dragon lobby specifically because you can just find Terragosa or Poet and turn your hero power into permanent stats. So this is a for sure wag toggle for me. Just a kind of underrated hero. Definitely you can get away with going 3-on-3 because you go 3-on-3, you buy 3 drops and you're instantly stable. So yeah, definitely wag toggle. Yeah, this video is getting kind of long, so I'll just leave it at that. If you're interested in posting what's to play, you can maybe find this Discord. It's called Competitive Battlegrounds Discord. Forgot how to find it exactly, but just Google it or something. And please let me know if you'd like this turned into a series. I have high hopes for it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.